Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Recon Wildlands. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I've made a video on this mod, and basically I've told you how much I like it, how awesome it is, but I also had some problems with it. The transitions between first and third person mode weren't the smoothest, the animations were a bit glitchy, etc, etc. Well, no more. This is going to be a very, very quick little video to show you how the game, or rather how the mod has evolved and what happened with it. Effectively, I'm going to try and keep it as brief as possible. I'm now running two mods with this. One is the cheat engine version of the first person mod, and the reason I'm using the cheat engine version is it has some extra options that the executable version doesn't, some fixes and so on, so I recommend you use that one too. And I'm also using a graphical mod, which is just Reshade, basically. So Reshade 3.0.6 for Wildlands, and I have clarity enabled, HDR, a vignette, and so on and so forth. Yeah, it just makes the game look a little bit better. Now, about the first-person mod, you can now switch pretty seamlessly, in my eyes, between first and third person, if you don't mind your character being headless for a quick second. Of course, when you aim down and zoom back out, his head returns and he looks normal. You can also do the same thing when using turrets. So sometimes it's easier to use turrets in the quote-unquote default camera setting than in the first-person mode. Because the default camera then switches you to first-person, awkwardly enough. So you have two mods doing the same thing when you're on a turret. Or rather, two modes, not mods, but the mod and the default game. It's a little bit complicated, but the point is that, actually, I think I can show you. That's Unidad forces I don't want to pick a fight with. Okay, sorry, let's just do this, and yeah, there you go. That's also another thing. If the animations look a little bit awkward, middle mouse button to switch the shoulder, and they look a little bit better. Obviously, there is still clipping, as you can see. There is still, you know, the animations aren't the best, as you can see. Yeah, they certainly could be a lot better. But overall, I think the game is a lot better, and the game looks a lot better than a couple of weeks ago. And the mod is, of course, still being worked on. So I think here I can show you with the turret here. So this is the default way of using the turret. When you're aiming down, not that easy. When you aim up, it's kind of okay. But then we switch the camera, and this is what we get.
Fucking mortar.
Now, I made it so that every time I switch to the third-person view, like so, I lose all of the UI. I did that on purpose. You can set it to a different hotkey so that doesn't happen, but I've made the two hotkeys the same button, basically, so that, you know, I can have the sort of cool, immersive, well, not really immersive, but sort of cool-looking cinematic shots when in third person, and when in first person I can actually do the combat. That's one of my guys, for crying out loud. Alright, let's get out of here. Well, actually, let's pick up the skill point first, and then let's get out of here, because I don't want to fight the police. The one problem I did find, though, that wasn't so, shall we say, terrific, is that you can't run the game in full screen, or at least in proper full screen. You can run the game in... Sorry? Oh, it was there on the table. Right, it looks a bit awkward. You can't run the game in proper full screen. You have to run it in windowed, like borderless windowed. And that gives the issue occasionally that the game won't properly lock your mouse to the screen or to the window. I'm going to try and work around that and try and find a fix for it, because it is rather annoying when you're moving to the left and all of a sudden it, you know, jumps into the other monitor. I guess for the time being I could disable the other monitor, but yeah, I'd like to find a more elegant solution. Anyways, other than that, as you can see, it's a lot smoother, it's a lot better. Yeah, I mean, I'm just exhilarated, honestly, that that this works the way it's supposed to, and that it doesn't have any real problems anymore.
Find some cover,
At least compared to what the mod was looking like previously. I think they're too far away for a frag. Yeah.
We got a man down.
Alright, let's get out of here. I don't want to fight with the... Whoa! Okay. Okay. They're outside. We didn't know that. We didn't know that they were outside.
You'll be fine, man. I'm on my way.
Okay.
Man down. Frag out.
Man down. Just hold on to your shit. Man down.
I think it's time we get out of here. Do you? Yeah, I definitely think it's time we get out of here, though there might be another piece of intel nearby. Okay, grab some ammo. Now, again, the window thing is... Now it's getting a little bit more annoying. Oh, the door is locked, I guess, out the other end. Anywho, I don't want to take more of your time and bother you. This has just been an update to show you how the mod is developing. It is still being developed, by the way. This is not the end of it. It's still going to get fixes. It's still going to get new features and stuff. It's still going to get updates. But this is my absolute favorite. Like, driving around in a car, you don't have to suffer the first-person perspective anymore. When piloting helicopters and planes and stuff, I mean, in cars it's alright. As you can see, it's not that bad. The change in FOV is pretty drastic though, but that's fine, you can reduce the FOV and it'll be a little bit less drastic. Anywho though, yeah, I mean, look at this. That's just beautiful. It properly feels like Wildlands 2, the real proper sequel, you know, at least in terms of these basic gameplay elements. And it feels a little bit more tailored towards PC, I have to admit, and a little bit more like an FPS game. Well, obviously it feels like an FPS game. It's in first person, but what I mean is it feels a little bit more immersive, and it does feel like it had a little bit more time in development this way. I mean, even with all the clippings and stuff like that. Obviously, like I said, it's not ideal, but I definitely recommend giving it a shot now if you haven't tried it before, because, hell, the mod is absolutely amazing, and it's only going to get better. So, that's about it. Have fun, take care, bye-bye. Like I said, very short video, just to let you know, and to show you what it's like now.